Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, check it out, man. I got a brand new season 3 podcast, the Hood Motivator podcast, the Motivator Circle, dropping ASAP soon. Hey, I need you guys to get online and log on and find me and be a part of my community. Be a part, tap in. We're going global with this one right here. I can't wait to see you guys here 2026. I can't wait to see you guys and let you know what I've been doing with my brand. Hey, don't forget to log in. The Hood Motivator out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Motivators Table. I'm your boy here, the Hood Motivator. And yes, we got a huge guest today. We have a guest coming all the way from New York, my brother, Quatrell Walker, cut from a different cloth. But I want to tell you guys, hey, thank you, chat, for tuning in. Thank you, community, for following up with what we had going on. Thank you, Los Angeles Tribune, for finding me, making me a part of your podcast division. I'm so appreciative. Thank you for my sponsors, Pure Immune, Focus, Brain Z by me. Thank you, everybody, for just supporting me. And we're here today. It's another day, another episode, and we got Quatrell Walker. Hey, let's welcome Quatrell Walker to the stage. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh, man, blessings, man. I can't feel any better, man. God's giving me the gracious of having another day. So I'm going to make the best of it, man. It's a pleasure. And I love what you're doing, man. I love what you're doing, seeing the movement from where we was at in the caterpillar phase, you know what I mean? Just getting all the ideas and concepts and everything formulating, going. And now you putting that blueprint to work, man. So kudos. I give you your flowers right off the grip, man, right off the gate.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Hey, do me a favor, too. While we do it live, we're here live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube. Make sure you're streaming live on LinkedIn. Make sure that go into your LinkedIn on your phone and see if it's streaming live for you so you can share it real quick. Go to your YouTube so you can share it to your family and friends. I want to make sure they catch this powerful conversation real quick, because while we doing the work right now, we got to get to work in the next hour because you're going to go see some kids. So let's do the work real quick. Make sure your LinkedIn is streaming. Make sure it's powered up. Make sure your YouTube is powered up. You guys, hey, can't wait for this conversation right here from my boy, Quatrell Walker. Hey, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, tell them who you are, where you came from, and how we met. Let's go.
Yeah, easy, man. I appreciate you. Well, two-time author and two-time combat veteran, you know, and right off the grip, we'll go ahead and chime in on the veteran part. So been around the world, so I'm humbled, you know, been to Iraq, Afghanistan, and was living in different cultures. So Germany, and that's where our paths first crossed. And we was just young kids, man. We was young kids at the time. So being able to go and think back to where we are or where we were and where we're going on our journey in life and how the universe has still aligned us, man, that's a blessing in itself. But yeah, I just, you know, I was the knucklehead kid. So coming up like, you know, almost similar situations, just not listening in school. I was the outcasted kid, you know, basically everybody's, you know, casted you off saying you no good, you know, you're going to be the troublemaker kid. Basically, that was me. So and I was an IEP student, the ADD or ADHD as they label it, you know, but school wasn't for me at the time. And I got out of that environment, man. I went to, after I graduated from high school, first off, I was incarcerated, got in trouble, you know, for hanging with the wrong crowd. So that was like an epiphany moment, like this can't be for me. You know what I mean? There's got to be more to life. And it's up to me to make the right choices. And the sad part, but the reflection on it was, it had to take that impact for me to be behind the bars to actually say, okay, this isn't where I want to be at. This life ain't the hood life or the good life. You see what I mean? So I recalibrated and reshot the azimuth into the Army. You know, I said, well, I had to think back upon what it was that I really like to do. So when I was a child, I used to love playing with G.I. Joes. I'd had a little G.I. Joes, the parachutes, you know, throwing them up, watching them parachute down, set all my stuff up. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and join the Army. At first, it was the Marine Corps because I love the uniform. So I ain't gonna front. so I said, okay. But the Marines was like, look, man, we can't really work with you. You know, you got to do some stuff because you got, you know, some baggage. So I'm like, okay, I get it. And I went right over to the Army. You know, I didn't let that stop me. And they was like, listen, man, we got you, open arms. You just got to get right. And I was like, you know what? This is what I need in order to get right. So if you give me that chance, I'm going to show you how, you know, what it is I could do. So unbeknownst to me is that went through basic training. I was the platoon leader, squad leaders, all that, top PT, everything. And it came to a time where we were finishing up basic training, and the recruiters came down from the old guard, which is a ceremonial escort unit to the president, 3rd U.S. Infantry. And I was blessed for them to actually have me upon their team. They picked me up and selected me due to the scores and due to our conversation. Thought I was a great fit, so I joined with the Quatrell platoon. So that was a real blessing, man. It's a cultural shift because if somebody not working with horses to being thrown into a equestrian environment, I had to adjust fire, but I had no problem with that because I was removed from the situation that I wanted to take myself out of. So anything was better than what I was doing. And I made the best of that. So from there, man, I 2-year stint there and then went right over to Germany. So that's where our paths crossed up. I loved music at the time. Music was, the best thing that, I could get lost in. So I got a little interview session and Hypnotic, a real good dude back in the day. And he was like, let me hear you play, spin some music. So he was like, okay, this is good. You got something going. So that and there was the, birth of LiveWire and being a part of that team. So seeing, what your capabilities are from just when I met you and to where you're going now, as well as myself on a journey, man, it's such a good feeling, and I can't speak for everybody because people, they had their traumas and they're dealing with their things, but you didn't get lost. You know what I mean? You didn't get lost from the bankruptcy. You didn't get lost from the life hardships, and you took the L, the hard lifelong lessons learned. I like to put it that way. And you blessed yourself with that and you learn from it. So I feel real good to still have you as a good friend, brother. And it's just that person in my corner because in 2004, when I was hit with the IED, I mean, you was the first guy on scene. You know what I'm saying? You good? And I was shook, So people don't really realize that you're not supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be having this conversation right now. So, God had other plans for me, and I'm grateful, and I'm not going to let that be squandered. So I figured it out. I said, okay, what is it? What does he want me to do? What are you gifted at? And just kept telling me, find your why. And the why is just letting others find out their gifts and what they're truly good at, because we all have gifts, and it's a disservice because I said, I look back when I wish I had a mentor, but I didn't have one in high school because my path would have been different. So now I'm giving back to the youth, going to schools, speaking out to the high school kids, as well as elementary, grade school kids. So providing that impact of letting our youth of today become the future leaders for tomorrow, that's a real good feeling, man. And as my words, if they resonate with one person, I impacted 1 billion. That's my mindset. One keeps going on as a domino effect. So it'll outlive me, and that's what I'm really here for now, man. So it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing even to have you on here and you telling our age. We go way back from 2005. No, 2002 in Germany when we first met. And we were kids. We lost a lot of good friends in combat. We just wanted to have fun. We just wanted to fit in. And a lot of people don't understand, like it took a lot for us to get to where we at today, right now. So many trials and tribulations, not just one. People ask me all the time, like, Jaron, like, what is your I suffer with post-traumatic stress and TBI. What is the event that caused it? It's multiple events, it's multiple trials and tribulations. But guess what? I think God pruned us for us to be in this position, what we're doing right now. And you see people come, you saw people come in and out of my life and leave so fast because they wasn't genuine. And I thank you for being authentic and genuine. And what is this, 2002? What is this, 25 years?
Yeah.
25 years of friendship and knowing each other. And every venture that you have or I have, we put each other in position, and everything that we do and we support each other. And I love it because there has never been, I don't know if nobody told you, a a level of competition. It's been friendly. We do what we have to do, and whoever makes it there, we put each other on. But there's not a place where I would go and say, I think of a Quatrell. Hey, you know what? I got somebody that can do that too. You know what I'm saying? And that's him. And when I first came out of my bankruptcy and started to speak life into myself, um, and and then I start creating a stage for myself. Who did I call? I called you and said, "Hey, you ready? It's game time. We're gonna redo this live wire thing. We're gonna put it into to the right hand of God. We're gonna put it into the Hood Motivator, and we're gonna continue this journey." Now, fast forward, I woke up in January and I was top 50 motivational speakers in the world because they said you don't perfect anything to 10,000 hours. But I didn't put in over 100,000 hours at this stuff. I didn't spoke for free all over the place. This is my gift. Just like what you was just speaking about. This is my gift. My dad put a briefcase in my hand. My dad made me listen to Zig Ziglar. You see what I'm doing. Like whoever has anything negative to say, you see the consistency, you see the overpower. And I just want to tell you, I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to what God has for us next. This year is gonna be so huge. It's a harvest season. Can you tell me what you've been doing in upper state New York right now, working with the kids?
Yeah, man. So every day, man, I get out there. I work with the kids in the 4-H after school program and social emotional learning, man. That's what it's all about. Teaching these kids skills that they might not be picking up at home, how to deal with certain situations, or how to turn a negative into a positive. It's just all a mindset and the choices that we make. You could have the choice to have a good day or a bad day. That's internally decided up to you. So
Right.
letting our youth know that and the outcomes of the choices that they make and the decisions that they put into it, man, that holds a lot of weight because I can see it, man. I can see them, wanting to strive and thrive and do better. So it really is a great feeling, man. And I just resonate with them because they always ask me, "Oh, Mr. Q, what'd you do?" I say, I played in the sandbox a little bit, tell them about, all right, did you ever shoot anybody? They always asking that kind of stuff. So I just give them the whole worldly perspective. Like, listen, some of these kids, or a lot of the kids over there, don't even have shoes on their feet. So you
Right.
have to be grateful for having shoes that you have to go to school with. They
Right.
don't have, certain amenities that we have that they don't. So you really have to be appreciative. So when you paint a picture for them, they can actually have a new perspective on it and be like, "Oh, wow, it's not what you see on the movies. This is not what you see on TV. This is real deal. So this is not Call of Duty." Like, and how you revert back to what you said as far as PTSD, that's a real thing. Like, I struggle with that, being blown up. Like, of course, I have post traumatic stress as well as a TBI.
Right.
But how do I deal with that? I still use the same outlets I used back then, and that's
Right.
going to the gym. I mean, anytime something happened, that was our social emotional learning aspect, so we could socialize amongst each other and kind of share our feelings and emotions in the gym. So just in a different capacity. So that hasn't changed. So people always ask me, "Oh man, you still look good. You still looking young, this and that." I appreciate you because I keep that mentality clean, no stress, and I work on myself. Keep your body and temple right. So I'm always going to be doing that and striving and thriving to have my wellness and health on that level so I can bring my best self, to anyone I come in contact with.
Definitely.
So
And I love that too because that's what we hit on, especially at the motivators table. Where do the motivators go get motivated? And they don't know. A lot of us that's in our circle, we struggle with depression and post-traumatic stress and anxiety and all these things, not because that we talking about it, because we actually went through it and we trying to just be normal, but there's no going back to being normal. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me being normal, trying to, navigate through this life coach, motivational speaking, and use my gift. 80% of the time, I don't even want to leave the house. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do anything, but I have to put on this avatar called the Hood Motivator, and I got to get out there and motivate. That's just the first line of defense. Everybody's like, "Oh, there's no motivation. This false." I said, listen, that's the first step to get you off the porch. After that, you're gonna have to figure out something else to do. You can't just rely strictly on motivation. But I'm gonna get you to the point to where you get your butt off that porch. And that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I was able to talk to myself in that dark corner and say, hey, you better wake up. Look at all your friends. You know what I'm saying? We got bracelets of our
That's right. That's right.
Curtis, 25 years. He been 20, 23 years, he's been dead. You know what I'm saying? So we think about that if we go through them hard times, like, wow, God, like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we still as men trying to figure it out. I'm 44, you in your 40s too. So it's like, okay, God, what's next? What do you have for me? And this is what we have for me. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Les Brown and your books. I saw a lot that you had going on.
Yeah. Cut from a different cloth. I mean, that's the one I self-authored. And it's basically, embracing your uniqueness, your gifts. Like you said, activate your gifts. And everybody's got idiosyncrasies that they don't want to, bring out. But that's your gift. Whatever you are good at that you don't want to let other people know about, stop being, scared of it. Become vulnerable. When you let your vulnerability just be exposed, you'd be surprised at, what doors open up and things happen, because being authentic is that's the best version of yourself.
Right,
So
right.
if you can walk around and not have the mask on and just authentically be yourself and transparent, so you don't have no skeletons in your closet, that's the way to live life, man. So the book is basically about taking a long shot and taking your calculated risks. If you do your game plan, you put your blueprint together, there's no risk involved. It's calculated because you've already done the research. You see what I'm saying? Now it's just a follow through. So
Right.
we all face challenges. I talk about the challenges throughout entrepreneurship and just the challenges and journeys in life itself. So it's the transition phase. You have to have your mindset ready to shift and transition into that next phase of life. So instead of doing a 360, you need to make that shift for a 180. Make a
Right.
180 degree stand about, about face, boom,
Right. Exactly.
and instead of just turning yourself all the way back around, creating the same cycle and wondering why, 10, 20 years from now, you still doing the same thing. Well, you're not making a change.
Right.
So I really hone in on that in my book with Cut from a Different Cloth. And Les Brown, man, geez, you talking about a mentor, man. That's anytime you get in a room with that man and the aura, you could just feel the presence and love and everything coming from him. So to be able to be mentored by somebody like that you can't even describe it. It's a great feeling that he took me under his wing and we actually co-authored the book together, the Motivation Manifesto. So, and that's with 13 other authors. So we all have chapters within the book, and we each tell our story. And every story resonates different with somebody else, And I just talk about my aspect of being in the service and what it brought for me, and then becoming an entrepreneur and doing what I'm doing now. Like you said, activating your gifts. And it's been a real journey, man. And I'm not going to stop. I'm thriving and striving. I'm still going to be out there, speaking life into anybody who's willing to receive the message. Because like I said, we're not living. A lot of people are like zombies, it seems like nowadays, with all the social media and all this, stuff on the outside, white noise coming in. Nobody's taking the time to really look into their self and find out who they truly are and what it is they want to do. Now, granted, it's okay if you want to be a worker bee, because we need worker bees. But if you're that person that's stuck, in the mud, I like to call it, and is mentally underdeveloped and distracted, you need to become mentally unlocked and determined in your life. So get yourself out of that first mud phase and turn it into becoming mentally unlocked and determined. So now you have vision, focus, and purpose within your life. And that only really happens when individuals find their why. Like, why is it that I'm here? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? You see what I'm getting at?
Exactly. And I love that too, man. And I love how you describe that in your relationship with Les Brown and everything that you got going on. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you guys are partnered up and I see what you got going on in your books and everything like that. Can you tell me, how did you get involved with Les Brown like that? And how did you was able to say, you know what? Let me just reach out to one of these legends. He's a first of all, he's
Yeah.
a legend. You know what I'm saying? Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, all these guys that have been doing it 30, 40 years. It's the reason why young guys we wanted to have our voice too. We just come authentically us. I come with a hat on, everything like that. But Les Brown, he like Steve Harvey. He dressed, he do his thing.
Yeah.
Man, how did you get involved with that?
I was a mosquito. You know what I mean? And I wasn't gonna stop until I was drawing that blood, and he was like, "Okay, that's enough." He kept buzzing me away, but I got you. So
Yeah.
persistence is the key, man. I got invited to come down and do a legendary speakers program where you can showcase your speaking skills and highlight your story. And at that time, I gave my GI Joe story, and it resonated. So he was like, "Man, you are powerful. Your words are impactful." He said, "Let's go. I want to talk to you, outside of this." So once you gave me the platform and the shot, I had to, show what my gifts are and bring that to the table so you could see the value that I was bringing. And after that, it was the book was in the making. So we sat down and chopped it up, and we started working on the Motivation Manifesto. And now I'm pretty sure it's on the route to being one of the bestsellers. So everybody's got their own copy, and it's the best way that I like to promote the book. And it's got some great stories. I thought my story was compelling, but you have people that are overcoming drug addiction. There's abuse. So every trauma is in people's lives and how they were able to overcome said trauma. So it's a really great read, great stories. And I'm just really blessed to be a part of Les Brown and his team. So when you got the teamwork, JR, the dream works. So he's not one of the only ones. I've been out there, I've been working with quite a few people so I can hone my skills and understand how to craft my story so it resonates the best so people can get it.
Exactly, and being authentically yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know
Correct.
you took a class a year or two ago with Jeremy. I saw that, and I see the work that you're putting in. I see the work that you're doing behind the scenes and closed doors. And people don't understand. Like you don't just wake up and say, I'm gonna do this." You know us. Once we lock in like a pit bull, like we focus. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about veterans. When they're locked in on what they want to do, they're gonna go get that. You know what I'm saying? So I think our voice was shut down for a while because of we served, and they didn't think military could be influencers. Now a lot of military now are coming out of there influencing, but back then, I mean, people don't. I mean, I'll let you tell it. How was LiveWire back in Germany? Well, we were kids and we had entertainment and we brought all the United States artists there. We threw all the hottest parties and we had everybody in one area doing it. Imagine if that was documented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man. Listen, we brought the Freaknik out to Germany. They didn't have no idea what a Freaknik was. We shut the whole swim bar down. I mean, but you got to understand when you got a system in place and the vision is there, everything else is turnkey. I mean, strictly professional. I mean, as leading up to today. So it's no different from like how Rat Pack was organized. You took LiveWire into Rat Pack and now you're just doing it on a bigger scale. And to be able to have the presence of Bone Crusher, Lumity, Yin Yang, Jadakiss, all these people and having them entrust us, to pack the clubs and these venues, these events up, for them to go ahead and perform, that's a blessing, man, because they recognized and saw talent and said to themselves, I don't want to work with these guys. I want to work with these guys. LiveWire. I see what they're doing. So
Right.
when you bus loading people from like miles out, I mean, this wasn't, if you couldn't get there, we coming to get you. So yeah, get on the bus, and we provided that safe venue because you had a lot of sergeant majors and higher up saying, okay, you guys are doing this stuff is great, but we don't want to have DWIs, crack down on stuff. Listen, don't worry. We got you. We got you. So we had the buses together, busing people out there. And right then and there, they knew it was an organization that was steadfast with the right mission in mind. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you know what? We were kids putting that together, and I was blessed to be the CEO of LiveWire in the forefront and seeing all these amazing things happen with my friends. We were all friends putting this together. And when we got back from our first deployment, we went straight into business mode because we lost a lot of our buddies, but we lost one of my co-founders, which was Curtis. And he was a dancer. He loved to dance and he brought the joy and all that stuff. And people ask me all the time, JR, how did you make that shift? I had no more love for dancing or entertainment. I just wanted to go straight into business mode. And that is what got me to where I'm at right now. understanding. I didn't have a master's degree. I wasn't even working on my doctor's degree in business, but I knew hustling and I knew how to put things together. And look where, fast forward, look where we at right now, both of us, and still in the same algorithm of each other's life. We just recalibrated. We're grown men. We got our families. We got our kids. We both in school. We full-time students. We veterans. We speakers. We life coaches. We put things out there. And now I was able to say, you know what? Let me put one of my friends on my podcast so he can tell his story to Apple and Spotify, so Los Angeles Tribune can hear his story, so the world, so chat, my community can hear everything you got going on, man. So I'm so proud of you. And like I said, the motivators, they come here to get motivated, and that's my job, to keep you motivated and make sure you understand that, hey, stay on track, stay on purpose. And you always been that type of dude. You always been that type of guy that says, hey, if you trust it, if JR got it, then he got us. We good. We're gonna push forward, because you know me, I'm running through that door. I don't care what's behind the door. And after y'all learn from my mistakes, please learn, because you know we jumping off the front porch with it. But now look at where we at. It feels good to wake up in the morning and interview one of my good friends and say, you know what? Hey, this is going somewhere special. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? You are one of God's chosen children. And just keep pushing forward and do not give up. Like the things that we're doing in the dark for free, God is going to bless you. Your harvest season is coming. Like, it's not going unnoticed. So don't think it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I did when I bounced back from my bankruptcy, I spoke for free for 3 and 4 years, gave out my $1 million rhetoric. I deserve to be right here now. I deserve to be in this position. I worked the hardest. I worked the smartest. This is what we're doing. And guess what? I'm going to go back and get the people that never left me. And you are one of them. So thank you for that.
Hey, I appreciate the friendship, man. It's genuine. You know what I mean? I'm gonna always be transparent. I tell like it is, and that's what, I think people be attracted by. Either you like my transparency or you don't. But one thing I'm gonna tell you is that I'm going to sleep at night. So if I got something to say, guess what? I'm gonna tactfully tell you so I can go to sleep at night. And we never have no ifs, no qualms, no nothing, because we align on the same frequency. You know what I mean? Some people don't like it when individuals are authentic with themselves and have that transparency about themselves. They look for something, that they could try to point out or highlight that's bad, or, something that you did or whatever. Guess what? I own everything. You see what I'm saying? You go all the way back. It doesn't make a difference. That's what made me, but it didn't break me. You understand that? So that's the ethos that I live off of. Like, I have a glass house that you can see through, and I don't have no problems with that. I have plenty of windows broke, coming up, and that's a part of the life. You know what I mean? So I got plexiglass on them now. So
Definitely. I appreciate it, man. I think, is your mic real quick? Is it a little static?
how you looking now? Good.
No, it's still static a little bit.
All right, check.
Okay, let me see. It's give me a mic check real quick.
Mic check good.
There is still a little bit good. It was just rubbing, and you can hear it. It's really static.
Rubbing on the top. Okay, I got you. I just set it down. How's that a little better now?
It's still static, but I can hear you a little bit better though. So I don't know what's wrong with it. But at the end of the day, let me see. Do a radio check.
Good.
Yeah, you still distorted, but it's okay. We still gonna get this message, man. We still gonna get it. Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, man, thank you for just, sticking in there and understanding and learning and being able to, what I'm saying, weather the storm. This is what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, we're gonna continue doing what we're doing and pushing this envelope, you know what I'm saying, and doing what we have to do. God is watching over us, and we're putting our best foot forward, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you got planned for the near future.
Yeah, I got a few engagements coming up. It's funny when we linked up. When I came down, we did the Shake the Room. This is a few years back. I linked up with Mr. Alex Harris. Got to give him a plug. Redefine Mindset. He's doing some things, and he's got something popping off. So I'll be heading out there, checking in with him end of this month. And we got some new things coming up for the summer. We got a youth movement that's coming up, and I want to put that out there. It's going to be April time frame. So it's young entrepreneurs. So basically, young entrepreneurs getting their minds right, and framing a program so they can understand and see what it takes to become an entrepreneur. So how do I do a DBA? Do I need an LLC? You know, we talk a lot about the inner works of business. You know, what type of insurances do you need? So we really sit down and formulate the idea with the young minds and let them know. So this is about from 15 years old all the way up to 19 years old. But I'm even looking to extend it into young men. So I mean, it's not just for youth, but it's for everybody. But that's going to be an April time frame. We got that popping off, and a couple other engagements, man. So I might even be out there on the road with you. So you never know.
I love that for you. I love the fact that you linked up with one of my family members and that you guys find a common interest, man. And that's what you know me for a long time. That's what I do. I try to make sure I control to make sure the partnership is right. And I put people in the rooms and whatever it is, y'all do what y'all got to do. So I celebrate that. I love the fact that you guys are working together. You guys, you know what I'm saying? That I think that's going to be a really good idea in April to do something with the kids. I also work with the kids, but I think that you guys are doing something special. So that's great, man. So, you know, what else is new coming up?
Yeah, so got that on the horizon. I got another little something I'm working on. I really haven't said too much about it, but it's about the mud
Let's talk
life.
about it.
Yeah,
That's why I'm trying to pivot to. Let's talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
mud
Yeah.
life. So I got a little energy drink I'm working on in the works. So it's
Okay.
like I said, you got to take yourself out of that mentally underdeveloped and being distracted. So the drink gives you energy. It's all natural energy. You got L-theanine, you got some B12, you got the ashwagandha. You have all these things that are going to make you clear, focus without the crash. Some guavas in there for your sweeteners. So everything that's healthy for you to keep you mentally unlocked and determined to finish what you're doing. So that's in the works. I'm working with a manufacturer right now, and we looking to put this out, man. We looking to put it out. So I gave you a couple, little samples of what I'm working with as far as imagery, but
That's all.
we're gonna have athletic wear and everything. So it's not gonna stop there. We going all the way up.
Is it on your laptop? If you want to share a little bit so you can show the audience for like a minute or so, you can
Yeah,
push
let me
share.
go ahead and pull it
Yeah,
up. I'll
yeah.
show you a little
For
something
those
here
who are
real
watching
quick. Let me see
visual,
if
they
I
can
can
see it. You
grab
can
it.
articulate it and talk. You know what I'm saying?
See if I can grab it real quick. My picture up here for you.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, so it's good, man. I had this just come to me, and was just like, what can I do with this? It's an idea, but when you have an idea and it's only came to you, then guess what? It's your job, to expand upon that. It's kind of like if you don't, it's selfish if you didn't do that. So
Oh, right.
here's what we got, man. I'm gonna share this real
Yeah,
quick.
share this with me real quick.
Boom.
Let me see.
Show my little screen here. Pictures. All right. All right. See if I pull this up.
Okay.
You can see that or no?
Yeah.
All right, bet. So this is the drink. This is what it's looking like. Y'all can peep that. So we got we got 7 flavors, man. So I'm working on some stuff. This is the can. This is the idea. Mentally unlocked and determined. It's coming soon. I just got to get into the chemistry lab to make sure everything is, in accordance to what it needs to be with FDA and everything else. So I'm crossing into uncharted territory. Most people want to, shut it down, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go ahead through it, and find out what it is that I need to do in this new venture to make
Right.
it happen. You see what I mean? If it's a partnership, then I'm gonna partner up with somebody until I get the idea. A lot of people are afraid of that P word, partnership.
Right.
But teamwork makes the dream work. There's enough food on the table for everybody to eat. And I'm not a greedy person at all. I don't want to get that fast food lifestyle. ingesting them empty calories, and then you're still hungry, So finding the right partner to help me through this endeavor that's already in the food and beverage industry. That's what I'm working on right now. So I'm just waiting for the stars to be aligned. I'm pushing it out on IG. It's on all the platforms. So it's coming. It's coming. It's like your movie release, When you have a movie that comes out, they put the trailers out a year in advance, So we working on it, man. I'm in the lab. So it's coming. Trust that. It's going to be mud out there, mentally unlocked and determined.
I love it. I love it. And I'm telling you first, I would love to be a proud ambassador and sponsor, and be able to put these on my platforms and have it at all my speaking engagements and take pictures with it. So when you get it popping, I'm here. I'm gonna be the influencer to help push it. You know what I'm saying? So lock me in for that part right there. I play my part, my position. And I love
Facts.
it. Like I said, I love everything that you guys got going on. How's your family? How's everything?
Oh man, God is good, man. Son is doing great. Just got
Yeah,
the New York State education list, and he's above. He's on par. He's doing better than what most kids doing. So I
that's good.
cannot complain, man. Athletics, he's doing well. Wife is great, man. No
That's
stress, you know what I'm saying? So when she not stressing out, everything is good, So keeps the
yeah.
household, steady and easy. But I'm just living, day by day. I see what needs to be done, and I try to make myself better 1% each day, man.
Right.
You
That's
know,
all.
uh, human nature. If you try to take on too much, we shut down.
Right, exactly. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All we can do is be better and make sure that we here for each other and support because it still gets difficult. Even, after everything that we got going on and locking in with entrepreneurship and, what I'm saying, our families and, you still in school, right? You full-time still
That's
studying?
right. That's
You said?
right.
That's good. That's good. But at the end of the day, man, this is what we do. We want to continue to hustle and motivate and inspire each other and continue to push each other's forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm streaming now live from my home, doing my podcast on the Riverside. Shout out to Riverside app. Shout out to Los Angeles Tribune that's sponsoring me and put me into their podcast division so I can have a voice and so I can tell my story and bring on my friends of people in my influence and so we can just be able to put this out there in the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love
you
it.
see you see the graduation from doing what we was doing 2 years ago to now right now, and you see that we continue to climb higher and higher and higher and do all that stuff. So yep.
It's good, man. It's good. Every rung, every new, level, there's another devil. But how you
Yeah.
deal with it, they show themselves.
Man,
They
man.
show themselves, and when you going up the rungs, you can identify and see them coming.
Yes.
So it's good, man. I love the journey that we walking on, man, and I'm gonna keep walking the path. And not nothing, it's like that horse going around the track. You got the blinders on, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm looking for that finish line and crossing through the finish line, and
Definitely.
being that person and that role model that others can look up to. So you get a lot of people out there, that's talking the talk, but not walking that walk.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
and that's the difference maker. Like I'm with kids every
Right.
day, So I'm not just out here, ooh, whoopity hoppity
Right.
hoo. I'm working with kids, impacting kids' lives. So, what are you doing? Are you doing that, or you just the social media guy? You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So, I just I really tip my hat, man, for where you've been at and for what you're doing and continue to do because you got a little cartoon coming up. You
Yeah.
know what I
That's it.
mean?
That's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I remember we had talked about that,
Yeah.
back in the day, and
Yep.
here it is. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying?
I got a
So
cartoon, definitely. And you are
yeah,
you are in that cartoon. So that means if anybody made it to that level of being right there on me sharing the screen, that means that you have impacted my life. And I'm glad you touched on two parts of the impact and not the lights. And I'm glad you talked about it's a journey, and sometimes, what I'm saying, you deal with betrayals and stuff like that and putting people in position and people not be able to handle the bright lights. We're not talking about how bright the lights are. We're talking about what comes with it. And I was able to do the same thing I've been doing for you for 25 years, being in each other's lives. And some of that stuff can drown people. And I was on a mission with someone that in the last year that I was taking him to a position, and he got blinded by the lights. He thought that the likes and chasing the women and cars and the clothes. Like, that's not what we doing it for. I'm doing it for the impact. I'm doing it for the kids. I'm doing it for the people who never had. I'm not doing it to be seen. I did it for healing. I did it for it to save my life. I was dealing with my fourth suicide ideation, and people will come in and they see the lifestyle and they see where you're going with it, and they see how many people you impacting, and they would have taken it for their own. It's not yours. This is my birthright. This is what God blessed me with. You can't have it. Matter of fact, give it back to me. I'm gonna do something else with it because you didn't use it as what it was ordained for it for. You know what I'm saying? And I dealt with that, and I have such a huge heart. You know what I'm saying? It hurts because it's like, not you. You know what I'm saying? I put you in position to win, and how dare you get in front of these other people and not. You see me. Every time I get a chance to, if somebody put me in position, hey, he did that for me. Hey, this is Walker. Oh, this is, you can't act like you found it something, or you can't act like that's yours if I gave that to you. If you followed me around like a lost child to figure out your identity, and now when you think you picked up your identity, which was my identity, try to make it yours, you can't do that. And I'm not going to allow you. I'm not in that position no more to allow. Maybe as a kid, and maybe when I was with Rat Pack, but not now. I'm not going to let you claim something that God never gave you. That ain't yours. And then you can't. I'm not going to even allow you to play with what you got going on with God. You can't mention God every time you make a mistake. That's not what I'm allowed. I'm a preacher's kid. I'm not going to allow you to do that. That's not what we're doing. I had uncles that used to go out and come back to church, and I backslid. Hey, how many times you gonna keep doing this? How many times, you know what I'm saying, before you wake up? And we're not dropping no names, but the story, if it resonates, the shoe fits. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay in your lane. You got to understand what you're doing it for. This is my birthright. This is like, I'm a podcaster. I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker. I put you in that position. I put you on that stage first. How dare you act like that didn't happen for you? You know what I'm saying? But I'm in that position where I'm the villain now, and I'm the positive villain. And at the end of the day, I worked hard to be here. You saw that.
Yeah,
25 years of
yeah,
friendship. Falling, get back up, falling, get back up. How dare you come in at the last end of the lap in the marathon and think that you ran these whole race. You didn't run these races with us. You didn't start in '02 with us. You know what I'm saying? And
Um,
sorry I had to get on this rant, but that's
yeah.
what it is. That's
Look,
exactly what it is.
look, man. I goes back to what I said earlier. It's like I'm always gonna go to sleep at night.
Yeah.
And you can now do that as
Yeah.
well, by relinquishing what you have. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And getting
Right.
that off your chest and acknowledging that I got you on this level. So don't get it twisted. But like I said earlier, every level's another devil. So
Every
now
level.
you recognize that and had to cut the ties. Like, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
So guess
Yeah.
what? You ain't on this with me.
Right.
We done. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
And that's
I knew it was bothering me when every day it kept coming up, and I'm like, and my sister called me on it, and my family members started, and then it just started getting really weird. And then I said, you know what? I can't have this energy around because I'm getting sick, and I can't go speak life. And that's another thing. If you coaching, you motivational speaking, you doing anything impactful for these children, you can't have these negative energies around because you're going to give them the wrong information. And that's what's wrong with our society. The YNs got the wrong information, so they think they don't have to look up to nobody. No, if something is happening, speak up on it. As men, we need to come to a grip to say, you know what, something is wrong. Let me figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm trying to heal, I'm not going to allow you to pull me back to a situation where I could potentially crash out. That's emotional intelligence. I felt it. But guess what? It's so many people operating in that other space that I'm weird for speaking up. Guess what?
right.
I'm going to be the weirdo. I'll be the weirdo. I'll speak up and say, you know what? It ain't going to happen to me again. And I appreciate you and I value you as a friend. Like I said, don't take it for what it's worth, chat and community. This is friendship from 2002 to now. You add the
that's
years up. You heard the man. We ain't never had a quarrel because we respect each other. One, we love each other, we care, and we value each other's information. And guess what? You can't say it's competition because me and you, we operate in the same field. We just love and uplift each other.
That's
If I'm
it.
here, I'm bringing you up. If you
yeah,
hear you, there it is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you can't use that rhetoric like I'm jealous or I'm taking it. No, I'm not. Not at all. I said I'm going to appreciate the people that appreciated my journey with me, and you are one of them. And I have a lot of friends now that are coming back up from 20 years and said, JR, keep going, keep pushing. And that's what I'm doing to you. Keep pushing, keep loving on yourself, keep grinding, keep affirming. I wake up every morning, I look in that mirror, I am the number one motivational speaker in the world. I'm great. I'm special. I'm wealthy. I am grateful. You see me, bro. Motivators mount up. This is what we do. This is how we grind, man. And I appreciate you just coming on my platform, man. Hey, do me a favor. Tell the world your social medias again, how we can find you.
Yeah.
Let them know it's on live. And leave me with a motivational quote. I'm gonna put you on blast. Leave me with a motivational quote so we can close it out.
Yeah, everybody can check me out, man, at inspirewithquatrell.com, quatrellwalker.com, inspirewithquatrellwalker.com. You can check me on my LinkedIn as well. Just put in Quatrell Walker because I'm the only one that's going to be in there. I'm on Facebook and Instagram too, so don't be shy. Quatrell Walker. Y'all see what I'm doing out there? Chime in, tap in. And, the thing I'm going to say is the takeaway is self-reflection every day, to become the best version of yourself. Ask yourself before you lay your head down, what did I do to become 1% better today? What did I do that I didn't do yesterday that improves me to get to where I'm going to the next day? Stay forth, stay clear in your vision, and stay on your path, and everything will come to fruition and you'll be all right. Cut from a different cloth, embrace your uniqueness as everybody's got their own gifts and God's given them to you. So stay blessed, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it at that. I got some other stuff, but I ain't gonna put it on them too hard.
Hey, listen, if you want to put it on them real quick, you got 1 more minute. Put it on them real
Okay,
quick. And
bet.
if you can put it in in a minute, go ahead, put it on
Yeah,
them.
okay,
Give you a stage.
okay,
You got it, brother. Go ahead.
yeah. So real fast, I'll say is that you have the power of strategic alignment. If you align yourself with your vision and your goals, nobody can take you away from that. If you've got a dream that's came to you, we all dream, we daydream, we have night dreams. So if you've had that vision come to you and you only, how can you let somebody else tell you that you can't bring that to fruition, to pass? So if you've had Albert Einstein once has said this, and it's not that I'm smart, he said, it's that I stick with problems long enough. All right. It's not that I'm smart, it's that I stick with problems long enough. So if you've got that idea and you think it's a problem, stick with it long enough. Okay? Stick with it long enough to come up with the solution because you never know what greatness can come out of that. Okay? It's selfish if you don't. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't expand upon something that has come to only you. You could be the next innovator, creator of something that we all could utilize. Look at Steve Jobs. We wouldn't have an iPhone if it wasn't for his ideas and concepts. So ask yourself, what's come to you, and do yourself the service of actually taking the time and bringing it to pass.
Exactly. And I love it, man. And thank you for just being authentically yourself. And I always leave what I'm saying, um my audience with this. Is there are two animals that sense storms and trials and tribulations, haters, all this stuff in life correlate that, what I'm saying? They sense it. God put them on this earth, and that's a bull and that's a cow. And I always ask my community, my chat, what I'm saying, which one are you going to be? You're going to be the cow or the bull? What I'm saying? The cow continues to run away from his generational problems, continue to run from the storm, continue to carry that problem with, hey, you know what? It's not my fault. It's that person's fault. It's my family. It's my dad. It's my uncle. It's my bloodline. It's my culture. It's this. That's the cow. The bull takes them problematic situations and runs through the eye of the storm, faces the storm, gets on the other side of it, and gets in front of your ugly and tell you, hey, this is what I'm doing. You have to get in front of your ugly. You have to understand what God has for you. You have to go through them trials and tribulations so you can have a story to tell. Or you're going to end up like everybody else saying, hey, you know what? I can't get through this because I'm running from the storm. God made us that we can weather trials and tribulations. We are humans. We got dominion over everything in this world. But guess what? We have a choice. Do you want to be a cow Either you want to run from it or you want to be the bull. And you want to run into figure the problem out, come out with a solution, and tell other bulls about it. I'm a bull. And the other thing is, which wolf is hungrier? The wolf at the bottom of the hill or the wolf at the top of the hill? And I'm going to leave you guys with that community. I'm going to leave you that with chat. I'm going to leave you on the motivators table. I'm here to inspire you, Walker. I love you to death, brother. This is who we are. Nobody can never say that we in competition with anything that we got going on because we uplift each other. So that narrative is dead. You know me for 25 years. Who am I jealous of? Nothing. You know me. We are trendsetters. This is what we do. I love you, brother, and I continue to just respect you and everything that you got going on, man. Hey, leave me with a quote real quick.
Look, stand fast, stay tall, always mind what you want to be doing, and never lose sight of the vision, man. It's 2026. Stay locked in. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Stay locked in.
Stay locked in. I love you. I appreciate you. Welcome, guys. Thank you for just joining me today on the Motivators Table. I'm your boy, the Hood Motivator, Dr. McIntyre, 2026, loading. Hey, I can't wait for you guys to see my next episode. Boom. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, check it out. Motivators, I need you to tap in right now. My Motivators Circle, I am now joining the school app, SKOOL. I need you to join me there. October 15th, I'm launching my courses on my school app. Motivators, I need you to mount up. I need you to log in. If you believe in everything I've been doing, you've been following my journey, I need you to log in and get that school app on your computer, on your cell phones, and I need you to get on ASAP because I'm about to start teaching some courses. I'm about to show you how I got from that to this. I have a course right now called Get in Front of Your Ugly. That right there is going to be coming off the block hot. Get in front of your ugly. Tell your story. Follow me on my school app. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel too. YouTube, The Hood Motivator. JR out.
God has you in this room for a specific reason and a specific time. And the reason why we're doing that is shifting. And we're catching the vision, right? Are we catching the vision? Now I'm about to activate your gift.